Hello, everyone. This is what I've been doing. Happy Halloween to you all. I'm actually going to take it off because I don't know if you can hear me right, but hello. So yes. Hi, everyone. Let's get through some of these burgers. How you doing? Evening, all. Happy Halloween, Jay. Yes. Uh, Evening, Mark. Evening, John. How's it all going? Yeah. Happy Halloween. And we've been out trick-or-treating with the girls, and my wife's here.
Hi.
We've been out together as a family, trick-or-treating. How's everyone doing? There's a few fireworks going off in the back. You might be able to hear if they do go off. But yeah. You can turn it on if you want. You can turn the light on if you want. Yeah. Let me take this off. Though I must have to warn you, it's more scary underneath. Ugh. Ugh. Now I put my glasses back on. Hey, there's my mask. If anyone wants to know, it is, isn't it? It's really good. Yeah. What a way to start the stream. Yes, it definitely. No need to scare. It's Halloween. Come on. Happy Halloween. Thanks for the. Yeah. So I've been out trick or treating. We've come back. I've watched Doctor Who. It's a solid start. To that. I don't know if anyone else watched that, but yeah, we've got the Halloween background on. Let me try and remove that so you can see it. There might be something happening on the back. What mask was that? That was the Fiend mask. I've actually got the top on as well, look, from wrestling. I'm going to take my jacket off. So how's everyone been doing this week? Get a little bit more comfortable. There we go. Pull these up. That's it. Got work to do. Not watched Doctor Who yet. It's a solid start. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but yeah, it's standard, I think. But yeah, it's a solid start. Cool. So, how's everyone been doing? I've recorded a lot of stuff this week. It's just taken a lot longer to process, if you know what I mean. I've also blacked my eyes. I don't know if you can see it. I haven't got black eyes. No one's punched me. It's just that I had face paint on with black eyes. Yeah, this speaks. Yes, Burgers. Yeah, it's been pretty status quo, isn't it? It's been pretty standard. How was the Robocop build? I've only got up to issue 4. That's on the channel already. And then well, 1st November next month. So the end of November, I'll put in another order, and then I'll probably have up to 9 or 10. There's an advert going on there. 9 or 10. So I'll probably have an hang on, let me sort that. Yeah, I'll probably have a up to about 9 or 10 on that, because I think 8's out. So yeah. But that's what's going. It's going pretty well. You can see on the thingy. I'm impressed with it, though. It's exactly like the Iron Man build. We've got some big bits very at the start, and yeah, it's kind of dropped off a little bit. Like, I think up to issue 8 is literally the outer part of the forearm. So yeah, it's been a pretty status quo. Been busy recording videos this weekend. Yeah, I've got everything recorded. It's just processing it. It's just putting it on, processing it, and then it process. You know what it's like. So I've done all my Star Trek ships and books and all of that. So I've got that content. I've also done issue 7 of the Enterprise build. Yeah, it's coming along really nicely. I also found out some information about the Enterprise build. So you've got the top section of the saucer, and then the bottom section is going to be done separate. So you'll need room. Let's have it. Oh, thank you so much. That I appreciate that. Happy Halloween. Yes. Thanks, Jay, for that. I very much appreciate that. Still waiting for delivery, except the Spitfire. I see the Spitfire's come along really nicely now. It looks like the base is it nearly complete now? The interior of the base, anyway. I see a lot of people with the struts now on it, and the plane actually on the top. What is it just black on the outside of that? I reckon you could paint the top of that, couldn't you? Like a sky color. That would be really cool. You could paint it blue with some cloud effects. That'd be good. But yeah, I saw that. But yeah, it's been a pretty standard week, really. Not a lot going on. Like I said, I've done the Alien up to issue 20. When I order the next lot at the end of November, I'll probably get 10 issues then, because they'll be up to issue 30. I think they're actually up to issue 30 at the moment. So yeah, so the issue 30 there, and then and I'm hoping the RoboCop will be up to about issue 8. So all good, all good. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed with that. But I've seen up to issue 8 of the RoboCop, and it's literally the top part of the arm sort of thing. So the base will be complete. Issue 87. Bought some artificial grass for the white panels. Yeah, I think there's lots of ideas there for the base. You could do it as a runway strip, but because of the movement, I think it would look really nice in a blue with some clouds and stuff like that. Also, as well, I think if you subscribe to the premium, didn't you get don't you get like a diorama? Is that correct? I think you get a diorama. Does the RoboCop have electrics? It does. It have moving parts. In a way, and noises. Yes, it does. Right. So electric parts. It does phrases and noises from the film. I don't know how that's going to be. I've got because I'm building it from France. I've got a suggestion. Mine's probably going to be French. Though when they do the UK one, I'll probably try and pick up that one issue to get it English. If not, I'm sure one of the wonderful mods will be bringing out a mod board for it, and I'll just buy that instead. It does have the compartment that opens on his leg, though I'm not too sure at this stage whether that's like a mechanical one or whether you open it manually. And obviously the head comes off as well, and you'll be able to see his full head. But yes, it does have phrases and effects from the first movie. So I think they're going to be pretty PC on that. So there's going to be no sort of nastiness, if you know what I mean. Yes, the diorama is the additional 20 issues. Yeah, so I think it's the ground crew, isn't it? It's a ground crew, Lado, all that sort of stuff. Nice if you're going for that. Yeah. Got issue 1 on its way. Oh, cool! I can't wait to see it, because that's the 1/6 scale one, isn't it? So that is the big one, and I think you're going to like the size of it, because I don't think you realise. A friend of mine's got some Hot Toys vehicles, the Tumbler and the DeLorean, and you really you can't sort of understand how big it's going to be. You kind of think, oh, it's 1/6 scale. It's massive. And like I said, Jay, it's really good because you can buy a lot of 1/6 scale clothing, heads, accessories, all that sort of stuff. 1/8 nowhere does that. I think a company called Star Ace does 1/6 scale Harry Potter figures, but they're the only one. If you're talking about high end stuff, well, I mean, you can make a kit brush figure from some Hot Toys bits for around £30 or £40. So you could get some little people to go with that, and that would look really cool. But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that. So yeah, like I said, the Enterprise. Going back to the Enterprise build. So I found out this week through a source that it's going to be 2 sections, and then what we do is we wire up the top one, we wire up the bottom one, and then there's a wire that connects them both, and then we sandwich it together, and then the rim. So where 10 forward is and all the outer section clicks on, and clicks it together. So you're going to need some room because we've done, I think they finished the next section now, and then you've got the star drive section with the deflector dish on. That will also be built as well. So you're going to have all these sort of bits lying around, but you will have 2 saucer sections. But the bottom saucer section on the Enterprise has less panels than the top, if that makes sense. Is the issue 1 is the bonnet and grill. You'll instantly see how big it is. It's going to be much bigger. 1.8 and 1.6 is it's a big leap in terms of scale. It sounds small, but actually scale wise it's quite big. The Falcon was built the same way, exactly the same way. Yeah. I remember building that, and then they gave you the plastic jigsaw stand for it, didn't they, to put it on? I remember those things. You had to have a lot of room to put that. But you had 2 parts, and then you had one where you were building the interior on, and then that bit sort of, once that side was complete, you could then sandwich it together, and then you had to screw it together, and then you had the panels that clicked on. Exactly the same sort of way, Mark. Exactly the same. Moon-Over, how are you going? Happy Halloween there. But yeah, exactly the same way. But I've been told that they're going to be powered from the same source, and the power pack is underneath. So where the captain's yacht is on the Enterprise, that's where the power pack is going to be, and it's going to be the power pack is going to be identical to the test power pack and the one that's in the star drive section as well. So I might do a comparison video on the one set and the one set. Yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll be really good. And you'll definitely see the sort of scale in that, because it is just there is a bit of a size in it. You'll see that obviously when you get it, but I think you're going to be impressed with the size of it. I mean, obviously when you were doing the Springfield, you saw the size in that, and that is bigger than 1.6. So you can sort of judge between the 2. But that was obviously a 1.4 scale, I do believe, wasn't it? I think it was 1.4 scale. But yeah, so the Enterprise will be sandwiched. But I've been told that the bottom panels, there's less of them because the shape of it, because the front couple of panels are flat and then it ovals out. So it's going to be consistent of the frame first, and then panels exactly like we built the top one, and then I think we won't sandwich together until we've had all the bits, but you can tell from the panels they have like a little lip on them, and it'll have on both of them, and you'll push it on and it'll click on, and you'll get the edge in sections to do, and they're done that way. So if you need to do maintenance or anything like that, you can pull them off again. Yeah. So you can get inside and change electrics or fix any problems that occur. But apparently the top and the bottom won't come together until I was told that it's near enough going to be like the last piece that you do. So we'll probably have the top and the bottom sections of the Enterprise like that for a while. But I've been told that as it gets built, it will be done in a way where they'll both be complete, and then you get the outer sections near enough the end to complete it. The star drive section will probably be complete before the saucer section, if that makes any sense. But that's what I've been told. So it doesn't matter if your panels are up slightly, because when you click this on, it'll pull it all down. Because I've had a problem with some of my panels. Now it's to do with the frame underneath. It's just a little bit higher. I've tried the connectors and stuff like that doesn't work, so it's up slightly on one side. That's to do with the frame and not the panel. But once we get this outer ridge, it will click it together, and I hope that will make sense. But yeah, so the so the top of the saucer is more panels than the bottom, so the bottom shouldn't take as long. but you will need space to put both of them, plus your star drive section and stuff like that. I've been told the engines will be complete and clicked on as well, so they click on and off of the star drive section. So the engines are able to click on and off, and I think they're complete. And we're not told to click them on until later on, but I think you can click them on, to be fair. But yeah, a lot of people have been worrying about the electrics inside it, because it's scary how much electrics. I mean, when I've done the DeLorean, DeLorean was bad as well for electrics, to be fair, and the Routemaster, there was a lot of electrics in it, and I just find that they overcomplicate it with enough electrics. I think one thing that will come out after this is I think they could have done the lighting 100% better. I've seen a guy on the Enterprise build group who's put LED strips, and it already looks like 100% better in terms of lighting. They could have put 2 or 3 strips in it, and I think it's bright enough to light the whole thing, and you would only need like 2-3 connectors. Is there an issue with the light not being bright enough on the Enterprise? What do you know? Funny enough, you say that. One of my panels isn't as bright as the other ones. Don't know why. It was a panel very, very early on. I think it was around stage 4 or 5, but it's dimmer than the rest of them. I don't know why. But I've seen it lit up. It looks really good, but I think it's too bright. Personally, I think it needs to dim slightly, because when it's really bright, I think you can see a lot of the panel lines and light leakage. But if it's not as bright, I don't find that there's as much of a leakage problem with that. And I don't think it was that bright shining when it was lit going through space. I never thought it was that bright. But also interesting to note is that there's no lighting on the outer section of it. It was one of the niggles that was with the original one. The original, when they first showcased it, there was a lot of people complaining because they missed out all the lights around the edge. So it's going to be interesting how it all comes together. But that's what I've been told. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But like I said, I've been told that it's going to be 2 sections brought together and then stuck together. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting over the next year, because it's still going to, I think it's 2023 it finishes. So we've still got another year plus. So, yeah, there's a lot, it's a lot to say. But I don't remember it being as bright, but it was very bright. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think after this, I think there's going to be a lot of people after it's built that will mod it in a way where it's got better lighting, because I think the way that they've lit it is wrong. Though it's interesting as well, because the test issues. I'm just going to turn this down. It's very loud. Pair of eyeballs. Yeah. So there was through the test issues, the panels where we stick the individual lights in. Originally, that was like the neck of the Enterprise, where it's just one panel, and you put the color panel in, and it's already got the lights already there. That's how it was originally around the whole saucer section, and then they changed it. Why they changed it, I don't know. But I thought that was a better one. It also stopped the light leakage. So I don't know why they changed it, and why they want us to light every section. This is another thing, because I think, like I said, when you add more electrics to these builds, that's what creates more problems. That's my personal experience. I think when they simplify it, so I had the Dodge Charger when it first come out from D'Agostini, the original one. It's got a noise for the horn, the engine, and the lights. That's it. and they still work to this day. R2D2 is a little bit temperamental, especially with the lightsaber popping up and down and the head spinning. The Millennium Falcon, the lights have gone on the on half side of the engine. So the engine is a strip light, but it's 2 strip lights, and on one side it's gone, and the some of the landing lights have gone as well. Why? I don't know. But there was all that. There was also the interior lights, which are really good. But I just think that they overcomplicate it when they add more and more to it. Though it's really cool, and we get some really good stuff about it. It just overcomplicates things, I think. Did Eaglemoss order too many LEDs? Maybe, but it was never originally supposed to be that many, because, like I said, if you have a look at the test run and the test issues, the panel and the light section were just one single piece, and I think it was only lit with one LED each panel, and the panels were bigger too. They've made the panels smaller, and we now individually have to put the lights in. I don't know whether they've done that just so we've got something to do, because I know it's a big thing with the part works. I know it is, where you go, especially when it was at the newsagent, you go to newsagents and it's just a metal part of the arm. You can't do it. So it's like with the Iron Man, you go and you got a finger, just a finger, and we're like, I'm paying this much for that. Though we're getting 4 stages, I'm wondering if they added the light section, so we're like, we've actually got something to do. I'm wondering, but I think the way they had it before was easier. I'm wondering whether people will be like, well, that's £40, and that didn't take me too long to build and stuff like that. Yeah, this one we're actually having to build something. So yeah, maybe they've got like a surplus or ordered too many, like you're saying. They've just gone, oh, there was only supposed to be 1 0 or 2 zeros, not 5 or 6. What do we do? We'll stick them in the Enterprise. Maybe that's what they did. Also, as well, report on the Terminator. All the batteries are dead in my Terminator. I have changed them 4 times with Duracell batteries. Duracell Extra, the top of the range ones, they're all dead, including the remote. And I'm now thinking I'm not going to bother recharging them or replacing. I'm going to take the batteries out and leave it, I think. The longest they lasted was about 3 days, and they ain't cheap, the batteries. I don't know why they drain like that. It's not on. It's not plugged in. It's not turned on. The head is the ones that drained the quickest. The base took a little bit longer, but they drained, and I couldn't believe they actually drained in the battery in the remote as well. I don't know why, but they just drain really quickly. The base could be, I think the base could do with an AC point. So if anyone's doing a mod, let me know. I know there's a power mod for it, but I would really like an I was looking at ones on Amazon where they do the AC battery mods. So you put the AC battery, they're like fake batteries, and you put them in, and then you stick the yeah. Hello, I look like of yeah. But whoa, there's fireworks going off. So yeah, what has everyone else done on their Halloween? So yeah. So yeah, what's this, Mark? My Terminator was my front wing window display for Halloween. Oh, Ace. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I could have done that. We normally do the house up, then go for a little trick or treat. This year we didn't bother doing the house up. We normally go all out with pumpkins and everything else, and we didn't do it this year. And we just went out for a little trick or treat. We weren't too sure with certain situations, stuff like that, so we thought it was just easier for us to go out. We're outside and stuff like that. So yeah, but what an awesome idea. That would be cool. Actually, I've seen some really cool pumpkins actually on my travels and that. some of the pumpkins put me to shame. I could never master pumpkin. I do the stencils. I draw it on first before I cut them, but still, I don't know how I managed to botch it up, but I do. But yeah, oh, what a cool thing. Burger, she did nothing. Movie marathon. That's what I suggest. If you're not going out for Halloween or something, get loads of food in, and yeah, movie marathon. That's what I would say. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Can't go wrong with them. But yeah, I just thought a progress report on the Terminator. It drains batteries. It would have been a very short film if it drained as quick as they do on that. It would have been a very short film. You're not keen on Halloween, Jay? It's a bit much. It's for one day. It's very Americanized, but it's for the kids, isn't it? It's full of little ones, and yeah. My wife and I don't do much for Halloween, but we do hand out full size candy bars, so the kids love to come to our house. So yeah. My mother-in-law's the same. So she goes all out for Halloween, does the house up, has like a skeleton butler, a thing on the lawn outside, all the house lit up. She gets dressed up and she makes cakes and all that sort of stuff, and she gives them out to the kids, and they all come to her every year. She's big on Halloween, but she doesn't go out Halloween trick or treat. She's too old, but she goes all out for the house and that. She loves all that. Watching dozens of kids walk through the estate from door to door. Yeah, my wife, because I had my mask on, my wife kept going, "Oh, they're little. Can you turn away?" sort of thing. She'll scare them. Scared a couple of teenagers, quite a few teenagers out walking. It's I was like, just like look at them, and then they were like running off. So yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. Alien Isolation. That's not the new one, is it? It's Fireteam, the new one is, and it's not done very well. I've got to say, a lot of the new games haven't done very well actually. But yeah, Isolation was quite a good one. Is that the lone one, isn't it, where you're trying to get away from the one alien, based on the first film, if I remember rightly. Created for dentists. It is, yeah. Yeah, all the sweets and candy, yeah. Best thing about Halloween is the excessive movie. The best thing about Halloween is the movies, yeah. Yeah. We watched a lot of The Simpsons Halloween on Disney Plus this evening. That was fun when you scared the three teenagers. Our girls laughed. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was all good fun. Coming from the shops. Yeah, yeah, I know that's like. Coming from the shops looks like something from a zombie apocalypse. Oh yes, yeah, that's all year round. It's not just Halloween. It's the only time they blend in. But yeah. So we got home just in time for Doctor Who to start, and like I said, yeah, solid start from that Doctor Who. It's the last time she's playing the Doctor as well. I don't know. Is she playing? The Flux is like a 6-hour film. They're playing an episode for the next 6 weeks, and that. I think it's her last. Is it this one or is it the last? The last time she's Doctor. I can't remember. I know she's leaving, but I'm not too sure if she's doing this. Then another part of the series in the new year, and then that's it. I weren't entirely sure. So Chris H must be expensive for Halloween. Yeah. Hey, can you give a shout out to my girl Emily? Hi, Emily. What, with my mask on? I don't know where it is now. My mask has gone. Hi, Emily here. Eileen. Oh, sorry. Do you know what? It's my bad. Eileen. Hang on. Let's take that. Look at that. Hi, Eileen. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I don't want to scare you too much. though this could probably scare you more. But yeah, that's the Fiend mask. That was quite expensive. That was. It's about £80. Reduced though, it was reduced from like 150. So it's proper belted up, proper thick rubber. I didn't get it just for Halloween, just to make you aware. I got it we go to a few parties and they all seem to be. She said hi back. That's okay. The Wyatt mask, yeah. I like the Fiend. He's gone now from WWE, but he lives on through me. But yeah, something like dressing up for my family is like a thing that happens. So any party or any birthday, it's always a dress up one. And I thought I could probably use this quite a few times. And we go to conventions and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah. Do you think the Fiend will go to AEW Impact? I don't think he'll go to either. Reports are that he's got a deal with Hollywood. So horror films. I think he designed this and it was his idea. I think it fits perfectly for Hollywood, and I think he's going to do well wherever he goes. He's a very good wrestler. He's good at character making and stuff like that. So yeah, all the best for him. But I will watch him wherever he goes. But yeah, so I thought I could get a couple of uses out of that at least. But yeah, I mean, it's all proper buckled up and yeah, very nice. Not the old cheapy ones that you can get. My daughter made her own mask. She's quite arty, so she made her own one, which is like in an anime style. She's very big on anime and stuff like that, so she done that one. My youngest went as Harley Quinn, and my wife went as Alexa Bliss, and she's got the Alexa Bliss doll and all of that. So because in wrestling, her and the Fiend were sort of together. She was able to control him and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, that was that. Yes. So yeah, part work wise, let's get back on the part works. How's the fire engine? Everyone got it? Did everyone get it? I saw Wailed Wayne. It looks okay. I don't know if there were just the parts that you would get if you were if it was out in the newsagent, say. But I still don't think the size is very good. I still think the size is very small. I mean, it looks detailed enough. I think it should. I think personally, it should have been bigger. That's just my personal feeling. I also saw a lot of people got the E-type Jag as well. How's that one going? I've seen a few photos and stuff. So, all still waiting for yours to ship. A lot of people had their shipping notice, Burgers. I'm surprised you haven't had your shipping notice yet. Because, like I said, I've seen a few people receive theirs or got the notice anyway. So, yeah, my daughter's mad for anime. Loads of it. My Hero Academia. They're both quite big on that. And there's loads of other ones. Netflix is her go-to place, or Crunchyroll. That's it. It's the anime sort of it's like Netflix, but just for anime. It's called Crunchyroll. I don't know what it is. She pays for it every week, so Agora are poor delivery times. I remember they were weren't they supposed to be sort of the best out of the best? You know, they listen to their people. I have been hearing actually some stories about people not receiving their deliveries or them taking very long with deliveries. I remember at one point the Terminator was supposed to finish before the Hachette one, and it didn't. And I know a lot of people were waiting for packages to come. And I'm wondering whether they've slipped slightly. I know they were very good at the start, but I'm wondering if they've slipped slightly, and they're sort of slipping. But yeah, they're not very good, are they? I remember when what was it that came out? I think it was the Super Snake. Wasn't that one of the ones that they done very well on there? I remember them getting them delivered out quite quickly and stuff like that. Also, model as first stable, but major errors. Yeah. The Citroen 2C89 has just arrived in the UK. Not waiting for delivery. Broke apart on my Renault 4. Oh, so waiting on new parts. Got issue 95 waiting on issue 95 to come. It's all good. It's all good. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. That's my. I've been very, very lucky, and I know I'm gonna touch wood now. But I've been very lucky with my deliveries so far from France, and I've not needed a replacement part yet. I know issue 3 with the electrics and the motor and stuff like that. It does. I have experimented on the issue 3 that I have, and I actually put actual lube in the working mechanism. It does speed it up very slightly, not very much. I think it all comes down. I think why the mouth doesn't come out very quick is because of it's die cast, and the mechanism it's on is plastic. It's all plastic. Even the interior cogs are all plastic too. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's something they might look into when they bring it over here. Super Snake was good, but since the pandemic they have been poor. Hachette, Fahrenheit are very good. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing too. Yeah, what about I'll tell you what's gone very quiet. The tank, the Leopard. I haven't seen or heard anything about that for a while now. Even World of Wayne, I haven't seen mention anything about that for a while. What's that? I don't know what's going on. Hello, next and everyone from North Carolina. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Yes. So, but yeah, I think. I mean, what is everyone's predictions for next year to come out over here? I'm thinking they're going to test run the Alien build. I've got a funny thing they're going to do a test run at the start of the year, I reckon around about March time, which would mean March 2023 for its release, maybe the end of the year, maybe. Also the Robocop, maybe, though I'm not too sure on that one. Just because I think there's other ones they've got coming out in the pipeline. I think Starsky and Hutch, that's another one that may turn up next year. The Hogwarts Express, I'm really hopeful that comes out before the end of the year, but it might not. But I'm very hopeful. I know it's definitely coming. That's what I've been told. It's definitely coming out. But yeah, I'm wondering whether it's licensing problem, because I remember they had the same sort of problem with the Terminator. I know that it was due to come out, and then it took a couple of extra months, something to do with licensing. I'm wondering whether it's the same with Harry Potter, but they have a lot of products from Harry Potter, Hachette. So I'm wondering that's not probably the problem. I've got a funny feeling it's going to come out just before Christmas. So I'm doing well. So who do you think could take down Roman Reigns and take the title from his cuz he done last night on numerous times? I don't think there's anyone there at the minute that can take him. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be Lesnar that takes it off him eventually. There is a test for the Hachette Harry Potter castle in France. Yeah, I saw that. I posted that on online on the Facebook group. Burgess already she was straight on there. I mean, she's like me. She's straight on the ball. I didn't know it, but it's already been released in Italy. It's already come out full run in Italy. I think they're up to issue 50 or something like that. It was Burgess knows more about that. She sent me a link to the guy in Italy who's building it. It is kids based. It's all plastic, and it's push fit. So there's no screwing, there's no knocking, there's nothing like that. Do you have the link, Jay? I'm sure there's the link somewhere. There's got to be a link somewhere. Burgess has it as well. If she can post the link, that would be brilliant. But yeah, it's all it comes with little figurines about this big, and it's all plastic, and it all pushes together, and it builds the Hogwarts castle. And I think you get the interiors, don't you? You get some of the interior. I think you get the Great Hall and something as well in the tower. But it is it's more aimed at the kids, at the children bit. It's like I said, there's no die cast in it or anything like that. 27 videos was the last video. Okay, yeah, issue 27 now. So yeah, in Italy it's already come out. It's already up to issue 27. I don't know how long. It goes for. I didn't really look into it too much. I did look at those videos that Bob sent, and like I said, it's all sort of push fit, and it's more of the one you'd probably do like the grandkids or the kids or something like that, not the high end one. Oh yeah, that was another thing that sort of dropped off the scale as well, wasn't it? It's the Diagonally from Eagle Moss. That was all wood, if I remember rightly. Yeah, thank you. It's all right, mate. But yeah, I don't know what's happened with that. I know that it was coming out and then it was pulled. There was something that I posted up. Someone sent me a link and said Eagle Moss are bringing out this figurine sort of diorama set. So you get 4 figurines and it creates a scene from the Harry Potter films. I'm an old kid. I'd build it. I think the kids would enjoy it. I think we'd enjoy it too if you wanted it. But yeah, the Diagonally, the wooden one, it had the dragon and stuff like that, wasn't it? I don't know what happened with that. But yeah, the other thing was the diorama set. So you get the figurines and you have the it builds up a diorama. The first one was, I think it's a sorting hat, and you get the table and you get the teachers behind it and you get Harry. Someone then turned around and went, that already got released. And I think they done 4 or 5 issues and then they pulled it. And the website, mysteriously, is still up, but you can't sign up to it. It's mysteriously still signed up. So I don't. Is he licking the screen? Happy Halloween. But yeah, I don't know. He said it came out years ago and never got picked up. Lots of things like this happen. The Apollo, the lander, the Apollo lander is another one of those part works that got released through Hachette and Agora. And it keeps getting tested. It's one of those tests that they bring out every couple of years, and it never picks up. So these things happen. Yeah, I bet I'm the oldest. Oh well, age is just a number, as my dad would say. You're as young as you feel, and sometimes I feel about 80. But yeah. There's like I said, there's a lot of partworks that come out that that don't really get past the test stage. But the Hogwarts Express was one that I think done better than the Eddie Stobart truck, but it did come out on a test run before the Hogwarts Express. So I'm wondering whether that's got a correlation to it. And did you see the link in the chat? I haven't. No, I didn't see the link in the chat. It's not come up. No, I think I can't post it because I'm on Streamlabs. I can't post it. Burks, if you send it to me, I will then post it to the Facebook group. I'll post it to the Nexus community and the Nexus Facebook page. Links are in the description if you don't know where they are, and I'll post it in there. So you send us the link and I'll post it in there for everyone when I get off in just a second because it's 8 o'clock now. Like I said, it's only going to be 45 minutes from now on because of Doctor Who. So I want to watch Doctor Who and then I'll come out. So it's 15 minutes late. But it also means that it's going to only be 45 minutes video instead of an hour. But it's been fun. You know, what a way to start a video if you didn't watch the start. Thank you all so much for coming and speaking and talking to me. I've enjoyed this evening. From me and my wife, happy Halloween. We will see you next week. And that's it. So thank you all for coming and chatting. It's been a really nice stream tonight. But yeah, we'll see you all next week, and have a happy Halloween from all of us, and we'll see you next week.